Hello，大家好。Okay. Today I will speak English and say something about my journey of my life. Last week it's actually the second week of my new job, and at that week I work from home for 3 days and work from the office for 2 days. The first 3 days is not hard for me, and I can work at home and get up not very early. That's very comfortable, and I enjoy that time. I feel relaxed and I feel comfortable. However, the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday, is different. They are different. Sometimes I feel very tired because that I need get up early and took bicycle and ride the bicycle for 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and ride it for 2 kilometers. Yes, so it's a long trip. I need to take bicycle, go to subway station, and took the subway for nearly 1.5 hours, and then I need go to my office on foot for about 10 minutes. So it's the total duration of the journey is about nearly 2 hours. So that's aware that I feel very excited. I feel very excited about the journey. I felt very tired, excited because of the long road from home to office. However, after I finish my work and I need another 2 hours to go home, so I felt tired and excited when I arrived my home. That's why I feel tired, and that's why I choose Thursday and Friday to go to the office, because that's really an exciting journey for me, and I don't think it's a good experience. However, I realized that I need to touch with others. I need to communicate with other colleagues. I don't want to be alone. So that's the reason why even my company don't require everybody to go to the office every day, and I will go to the office 2 days every week. And I still trying to do it better, and I still trying to feel better about the routine, yeah. And another thing I want to talk is that my leader gave me a task, and the task is not assigned to me, it's also assigned to another colleague who is joined the team recently. We joined the team nearly the same day, yeah. So I'm not sure about we are cooperate with each other, and I also think we have a competitive relationship. So sometimes I feel very nervous if she have more emotional, aggressive opinions and positive opinions. I feel very nervous because maybe it will make me feel I'm not better than her. So I feel not comfortable about it. So that's the reason why sometimes I feel not very good, because someone has some impact with me, and actually we will cooperate with each other, but sometimes my English is not good enough, so sometimes precisely she will speak more than me. Yeah, she as a technical meeting, she would speak more than me, and she could talk some small talks. She would talk something other than technical skills, and maybe she have a good communication skills, but I have no confidence about it, and sometimes I don't I don't like to have some small talks with foreigner colleagues, and I think that is my disadvantages. Even though sometimes I know my English is not very bad, but sometimes I feel that maybe I don't have enough confidence that I can express myself, and I know that somebody can understand what I mean, but sometimes I refuse to talk too much because I don't have enough confidence. So anyway, that's the problem I want to fix. That I want to talk more. I want to speak more. Even though there is a colleague who looks better than me, but I want to speak more. I want to talk more. Yeah. And okay. So let's talk about my life. I recently I felt that I cannot teach my daughter good English and good math, good Chinese. You know, she has high speed learning willingness, and I'm afraid that I cannot teach her enough. And I don't have patience, and I don't know how to teach her. Yeah, it seems that she is a smart girl, but I don't have enough patience, and it seems that I am not a good teacher. Yeah, I'm not a good teacher. I cannot teach her good lessons. I'm not a teacher, so I don't have enough patience. What I am willing to do is that stay at home and talk something with my daughter. Sometimes especially when my wife is working, and at that point I try to talk with my daughter. I try to teach her something. Yeah, I want to teach her English, mathematics, Chinese. But at that point, it made me feel a little pressure on me. Yeah. I felt not very happy if I can play alone with her, because it seems like a task, not a enjoyable time. So I'm not sure, maybe the way I stay with my daughter is not good enough. Maybe I need to adjust the way I stay with my daughter. Yeah. So anyway, maybe I try to enjoy the time with my daughter, but however, it always to be a task, not a enjoyable time. Yeah. The most time we live in the world is in the family is the three people, me, my wife, and my daughter, stay with each other. And besides that, my daughter and my wife can play together a lot. not with me, but they can play with each other happily, but not with me. So I try to do that. I try to play with my daughter alone, not with my wife. But not luckily, I'm not sure, but I'm not quite enjoy the life, enjoy the time. It feels not good enough, and I also ask myself that did I enjoy the time? Did I enjoying playing with the child? Maybe I'm not. So there are so many times that I discussed with my wife that I am not good at playing with children. But I don't want to admit that I try to play with my daughter. I try to do best. So anyway, maybe my wife did buy some toys for my daughter, and even me have bought some toys for her. Yeah. So what I mean is that the toys they are like some instruments that I can play them with my daughter, and it will not be boring if we play them. And using the toys, we can try to learn English, we can try to learn mathematics, we can try to learn Chinese. Toys is very good for children to learn something, and they are very interested in playing them. So maybe I need to try to learn how to play them with my daughters. I think that's a challenge, but I want to take it. Yeah. So that's a question for me, and I know that my daughter is not very young, and the time that I can play with her will not be long enough, and it will not last for a long time. So I will be cherished the time I can play with her, and she like to play with me. I think that is a short time, and I don't want to waste it. Yes, she is 4 years old, and let's cherish the young age. Okay, we have talked for 19 minutes, and at the beginning of the year, I used to think that maybe I used to consider maybe I can take a IELTS examination to improve. I tried to improve my English by taking the by preparing the IELTS examination. But after I joined the new company, it looks that maybe I don't have enough time to prepare the examination, so maybe I need to adjust my scheduled timeline. Maybe I need to reconsider what is my next key points. And another point I want to share is that AI revolution. I came to office recently and discussed with my colleagues, and there are some frequency discussion with that AI will replace our job, and what can we do? What should we do? And as an engineer, should we be more positive or should we be negative and wait for the chance to replace our job? I don't know, but we did talk to something. A girl engineer said that she has a friend who used to take some interviews, and recently they will ask some open cloud related questions. Open cloud is a very new popular framework to do some agent works, but recently it's a FAQ for backend engineers, so that is a trend. You need to always learn something new. So I don't think that is a good trend, and I also don't think that we need to learn good algorithms like before. Algorithms is not as important as before, and AI can do better than our human beings. And I also think that maybe human being can do something like write some prompts, and the prompts will be more important than before. And we did have a discussion that maybe late in the future we could have an interview that let the interviewees to write some prompts to say how quickly can quickly fix the problems by writing the prompts. That's what I feel. That's the trend, and I also saw a tweet said that maybe in the future we could do some white codings for the interviewee to say how quickly can resolve a problem. Yeah, maybe that's a new way to test what is the who is the best candidates, who is the best candidate to win the job. Yeah, anyway, after I start to work in the new role, there are so many words I want to talk, and I'm really happy to record the week. Yeah, okay, bye bye.